Our attention now to Washington and a grilling today for the acting IRS commissioner. He is leaving his job after the IRS was discovered to be targeting conservative political groups looking for tax-free status. He told a House committee that the targeting was not based on politics, but not many people in the room were having any of it. NBC's Lisa Myers with us tonight from our Washington newsroom. Lisa, good evening.
Brian, good evening. The hearing was contentious with the usual partisan jousting and showboating. The IRS commissioner apologized for what he called foolish mistakes by people trying to be more efficient. But he did not appear contrite and provided few answers.
Please raise your right hands.
The House committee made IRS Commissioner Stephen Miller testify under oath.
And nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Claiming he and his agency misled Congress in not revealing for the last year that Tea Party and other conservative groups applying for tax-exempt status had been targeted for extra scrutiny.
Why did you mislead Congress and the American people on this?
Mr. Chairman, I did not mislead Congress nor the American people. I answered the questions as they were asked. Correct?
Who is responsible for targeting these groups?
I'm going to take exception to the concept of targeting because it's a loaded term.
Miller said groups with Tea Party or Patriot names were improperly singled out simply as a bureaucratic shortcut, not out of partisanship.
We provided horrible customer service here. I will admit that. We did. Horrible customer service.
You
Whether it was
targeted an
politically
individual.
motivated or not is a very different question.
Republicans didn't buy it.
If the targeting wasn't targeting, if the targeting wasn't based on philosophy, how come only conservatives got snagged?
They didn't, sir.
Miller acknowledged the IRS planted a question at a conference last week so that a senior official, Lois Lerner, could break the news that conservative groups had been singled out for scrutiny and apologize before even telling Congress. Today, the committee's senior Democrat said Lerner should be relieved of her duties, and there was frustration with the IRS from both parties.
This outrage is not Democrat and Republican.
We're all outraged. We're all upset about this. I don't believe, nor do any of my colleagues believe, that any organization, political organization, should be targeted solely because of their thought. That's on both sides of the spectrum.
At times, Republicans became so agitated they wouldn't let Miller answer the questions.
Do you not think that Congress has the right to know all of the information that you knew?
So look,
Does this committee,
going
Mr.
to
Miller,
find out.
does this committee, Mr. Miller?
A continuing question, Brian, is what did the Obama administration know and when? Today, the Inspector General said he told senior Treasury officials last June that he was conducting an investigation, but didn't provide any details. He informed Secretary Jack Lew of the review in March. Lew said today he learned of the findings only last week. Brian.